Two former division rivals in the old AFC West. The Seahawks and Chargers are underway. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Russell Wilson leads out the Seattle Seahawks offense. The veteran Wilson, a third-round pick back in 2012.
Whenever you think about the Seattle Seahawks, one of the first things that pops to mind is how well they run the football and how much they like doing it. But you have to also look at how well Russell Wilson has played at the quarterback spot. Hasn't just been a game manager. Last year, over 4,100 yards passing, the second most in his career. 31 touchdown passes and took care of the ball as well because he threw just 5 interceptions. If you need to open things up, Russell Wilson can get it done.
A first carry now for Reggie Bush. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
He was brought down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
From the 28, it's 2nd and 5. They'll hand it off to Bush. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
Brings up.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson over the middle to Beckham. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle.
And the Seahawks.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
They'll run on first down. It's Bush. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
On the stop.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd and 9. Wilson stepping up. He'll try and run. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
You know, I don't think this is the last time we'll see that in this game. This guy has mobility, and they want to use his legs in the game plan. So there'll be designed runs as well as his scrambles.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Now they go screen. It's complete. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39.
3 yards.
I love the intelligence the defense just showed there. Read their keys, saw the screen developing, ran to it, and smothered it. What a 3rd down stop by them.
So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. Special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line. So here come the Chargers with a long field ahead of them. Commanding the offense will be Lamar Jackson, the electric quarterback out of the University of Louisville.
So this is where we find out about the game plan and the trust factor, don't we? In this situation, the natural thing is take care of the ball. Run it inside. Everyone cover it. Just, get yourself some room and let your punter punt it out of there. But when you really got a QB you can trust, you might want to take a little shot early and try and create some space.
Jackson now. From the gun, he'll throw. He'll tussle for it. This is going to be caught. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Heck of a start. A 30-yard pickup on their first play from scrimmage. Well, that'll help get you out of danger. So much for playing it conservatively back towards your own goal line.
That aggressive mentality, sometimes you can use it, and they did there against a defense who probably thought to themselves, there's no way they take a shot here this deep in their own territory.
Much more room to operate under after the big play. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. Open here, Adam Thielen. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last two plays.
At the 49.
Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? Force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that. Yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on their heels a little bit. You put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right, that's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where the play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, do I have that dagger play? Do I have that play and just finish them off right now? Because I think they'd love to gain that big advantage early.
Charger football to start quarter number 2 as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up. Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Again, Jackson. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 31-yard line. Give them 14 on that one and a 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on 1st down. And it's caught by Ed McCaffrey. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, LA. Adam Thielen there to make the grab. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor, in effect.
Harrison Bunker is on for the extra point. And the Chargers grab the 7-0 lead. So that drive takes them down the field in 8 plays. And it ends with the Chargers getting into the end zone. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10.
Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their 2nd drive. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a 1st down. From the shotgun, Wilson. Caught left side, it's Beckham. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 1st downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. He's going to look deep down the field. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. The defense surrenders a 13-yard pass play there on 3rd and 1. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Odell Beckham, 55 yards. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. But sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. That's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long,
Backyard.
man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. From the 6. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
Take over 1st and 10.
The Charger drive about to get going. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they bring this one back. It's a fumble recovery and a Seattle touchdown. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This will be fielded inside the 5. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Lamar Jackson marching back onto the field. Been a decent start for him here in this first half, but they're losing. And I think as the captain of the offense, you probably always feel like you need to do more in that situation.
The best have always felt that way, and they won't settle for anything less. So right now his goal is to increase what he's doing on the field, try to make sure his teammates come along with him, and he feels like if I do better, everyone will do better. And that's what we're seeing from him right now. Got to have a little extra determination.
Yeah, the little extra determination. He has thrown the touchdown pass. No interceptions for him personally to this point. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. Oh, he'll take a shot from McCaffrey. And got his man complete. Well, the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jackson. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is caught. But the back judge right there to say incomplete. The veteran Andre Johnson the target on that one. But it'll be 2nd down. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Jackson. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red red zone now. They'll look to throw. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And McCaffrey, the intended target. But it's going to be second down.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. George Kittle, the Pro Bowl tight end, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up third down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Third down throw incomplete as well.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. Able to haul it in is Kittle. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. And Jackson throwing once more. And he's got it. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. That catch good for only a couple. First half in the books. And now, due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. The Chargers going to get the football first here in this second half, and they trail as we get back underway. Uses the stiff arm. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
31-yard line.
Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this 3rd quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this of intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And nearly picked off there, and it would have been a great time for their first pick. Instead, it's second down. Gurley. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
At the 41.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Oh, he can't hang on to it. Almost intercepted. They would have loved the first pick of the game there, but at least it does get him to 4th down. Here's Tressway now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10. At their own.
Here comes the Seahawks offensive unit. They'll have it first to begin the 3rd. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him up to each.
And caught up and picked up by the Chargers. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. He was trying to do anything he could to get that final little bit for the first down. Instead, he lost the ball.
Yeah, and he was short of the first down, but not by much. Trying his best, as you noted, to get there. Sometimes that extra effort can cost you.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Yeah, last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. Now Wilson on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in, and it makes it hard to defend.
The rushing numbers for Wilson, maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. It's the Seahawks with the possession. They also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th and final quarter. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Throw right side is hauled in by the tight end Gonzalez. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Stepping up, he's going to keep it.
Wilson on the key.
Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
He was able to get away earlier in the drive, but apparently all the time they put in practice finally came to the front, didn't it? They remembered their lessons and found a way to contain him when he took off on that one.
Here's a 4-receiver look now. 3 of those guys out to the right side on 2nd and 8. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. It's a gain of 6, moves them to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation. Every yard they gain, getting them better and better field position, and obviously a field goal makes this a 2-score contest. That's really all they need. And
that means for your play caller, he's not looking to the attack portion of his sheet, right? He's looking for, okay.
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So Lamar Jackson in the offense, down by 7, a minute 24 to go. How costly of an interception will that be? It's time to find out. 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Jackson. It's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Obviously a big first down right there.
Yeah, they still got to hustle. They got to get to the line of scrimmage and get set. Not necessarily you need to spike it, but they've got to continue to move quickly.
A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down. First down now, but that clock rolling. Jackson now. He's going to let it fly. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. And the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
And there's going to be a stoppage here. The booth wants to take another look at this.
After review of the play,
the Chargers will line up.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. And he rifles one incomplete.
Keeps the score, Seahawks 14.
I know we have individual minds, but I think we're thinking it's 1 on this one, and 1 was the number, wasn't it?
Yeah, kick the extra point. Now you need a miracle. You need an onside kick quickly and to do something spectacular.
I mean, going for 2 there, either they felt like this is all we've got left. We've got to win it right now, or they've got some incredible miracle special teams play to get the ball back and give them one last chance.
Sanders on the return. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Seattle now ready to march onto the field. 2 timeouts remaining defensively, but that shouldn't make much difference right here.
It really shouldn't, but a lot of coaches look at it similar to baseball with the intentional walk.
Always bringing in other sports.
Always, hey, listen, think about the intentional walk, right? What if one gets past the catcher? What if he uncorks a wild one and now you still have an opportunity? That's why they like to use them all the way through.
And they take a knee. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Victory all but assured now as they take a knee here, and they're going to escape with a 1-point victory.
Mitch.
Well, they certainly didn't appear to be fired up about their options throwing the football. So, to me, this seems like a case of just kind of taking their medicine there, run the ball, see if they can pick up something.